Welcome back to Codecademy's Introduction to JavaScript. This is methods. Remember that methods are actions we can perform. JavaScript provides a number of string methods. We call or use these methods by appending an instance with a period, which is also called the dot operator, the name of the method, and then opening and closing parentheses. Here we have an example. This is an example string, since it's in quotes. Right after this string, we have a dot, followed by method name, and then parentheses. So does that syntax look a little familiar? When we use console.log, we're calling the .log method on the console object. Let's see console.log and some real string methods in action. So here we have console.log, takes in the string hello, and we give it this method toUpperCase. By utilizing the toUpperCase method, it will print hello in all uppercase. Console.log, and we throw in the string hey and give it dot starts with h, it should print the boolean true. Let's look at each of those lines above. On the first line, the toUpperCase method is called on the string instance hello. The result is log to the console. This method returns a string in all capital letters hello. On the second line, the starts with method is called on the string instance hey. This method also accepts the character h as an input or argument. So if you see argument, it's also a type of input. An argument is an input. So this method also accepts the character h as an input or argument between the parentheses. Since the string hey does start with the letter h, the method returns the boolean true. You can find a list of built-in string methods in the JavaScript documentation. Developers use documentation as a reference tool. It describes JavaScript's keywords, methods, and syntax. And syntax is basically the grammar, the rules for the JavaScript language. Our instructions say use the toUpperCase method to log the string Codecademy to the console in all capital letters. So we could zoom out a little bit, come over here. It says use the toUpperCase to log Codecademy in all uppercase letters. Here we have Codecademy, and we could just zoom in a little bit. And here we do the dot toUpperCase, opening and closing parentheses. So this should log out Codecademy in all capital letters. Let's run. And it did pass this. We have Codecademy all capital. And then second, in the second console.log statement in app.js, we have a string, remove whitespace, which has spaces before and after the words remove whitespace. So if we browse JavaScript string documentation, we find several built-in string methods that each accomplish a different goal. The one method that seems ideal for us is .trim. Use the method to remove the whitespace at the beginning and end of the string in the second console log statement. So let's see if we can get this to work. I have not used the .trim. We should actually just look at the documentation. I mean, that's probably the smart thing to do, right? And if we look for Command F, search page for .trim, trims white space from the beginning and end of string. Okay, that does exactly what we need, and it doesn't take any arguments. So that means we just do it exactly like that. .trim, opening and closing parentheses. And that should trim the white space from the beginning and the end. Let's run this. And it did remove the white space. As you guys can see, we did pass this second one. So the two things that, the main thing that we're learning here is methods. And methods are called using the dot operator, then the name of the method. And we can get a full list of the different methods available to us through JavaScript documentation. In this lesson, we specifically use toUpperCase and trim methods to both accomplish uppercasing our string and trimming the white space from beginning and end of a string. So learning methods is pretty important because you'll be able to do things that you would otherwise not be able to do as easily. So taking a look at the documentation is helpful so that you know what you're actually able to do or what's at your disposal with quick and easy access. If you guys get that, you guys are getting this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.